Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TEW 2016, The Road to WrestleMania. And we have a pretty stacked Monday Night Raw. If you remember for last week, our main event tonight in ring action will be Randy Orton, Austin Aries, Money in the Bank shot, U.S. Champion versus, Randy Orton, former Dynasty member. The main event officially will be Daniel Bryan confronting The Miz, going face-to-face before their WrestleMania main event match. And we also have Triple H and Kofi Kingston's quote-unquote contract signing. And as well as a bunch of other stuff. And let's just jump right into the show. And to open the match, we have two guys who have, had a lot of matches with each other in the past. Haven't had it more recently, but CM Punk defeats Chris Jericho in 2020 by submission with the Anaconda Vice. During this all, we have Brock Lesnar run in and attack Chris Jericho. And he probably attacks, he attacks CM Punk too, and that's what happens after, as, he starts beating on both of them. But CM Punk and Jericho combine their strength, combine their, power, and they rush off, they beat Brock out of the ring. And as soon as that happens, of course, you'd think Punk would be the one to do, but Jericho actually gets the sneak attack and hits a code breaker on a Punk, breaking, kind of that, a mere truce that they had, if you will. After that weird jump cut, we have Alex Riley taking on Doug Williams, just a little match. Alex Riley defeats Doug Williams in 11:39 with the spike DDT, Alex Riley getting a win. And after that, the Shield come on. The Shield on their, kind of Tron. And they talk about how Alex Riley has no friends. He is a loser. But more importantly than that, he stands in the way of justice. And justice is something that the Shield hold near and dear to their hearts. Now, they make a challenge for Alex because they know he can't accept it. They want him to find six-man. Or not six-man, they challenge him to a six-man match for the Mania pre-show. I really wanted this on the main show, but I just do not have the space for it, man. But and I bitched about that last, so, besides that, they cut a promo on Alex Riley, and they say, Alex has no friends. Air Harem, as they're called, are clearly busy with their match at the pre-show, whoever they're supposed to fight. And that's when Tanahashi and Yoshitatsu come in from across, and Alex, laughs them off, says, I do have friends, and I have two men who are just as annoyed with your antics as you are. So we are going to fight at Mania, and we're going to take the Shield down for the first time ever in six-man action. So kind of that match made for the Mania pre-show. Austin Aries getting ready for his main event, the main event of Raw, when Sami Zayn comes in. And he's like, just give me the fucking U.S. title shot at Mania. And Austin Aries goes, even if I wanted to, Sammy, A, you haven't done anything to fuck with me. And B, how do I say this? I have bigger things to go for. I'm going for Money in the Bank and then the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship, maybe both. Who knows? Because I am the belt collector. And I'm collecting all the belts. And Sammy's like, you know what, I get it. Maybe do you not want Kevin there? I could send Kevin to the back. Austin goes, no, you idiot. I just told you what it is. And he walks away, and Sammy clearly pissed off that he cannot get a U.S. title shot. Next up, we have a kind of another qualifying match for the not Money in the Bank, that one tag team match that basically the Perfect Fortune said they're going to Kings of Wrestling defeat the Young Bucks in a pretty good match to earn a spot at Mania. They will be joining that tag team match. I cannot speak today for some reason. A very wonky episode for it. But this match, it was a lot of qualifying matches today. I just realized this match being for the kind of the pre-show match with Air Harem, Sports Entertainment Security, not looking too happy that they have to be on the pre-show, but they do in fact get the win when they hit the double choke slam on a Shelton Benjamin of the world's greatest tag team, defeating them in 7:42 in a pretty good match, a very, very, very good match. considering who's in it. And after that, we see kind of Ted and Dolph looking at these two matches. You know, they're like, we can take on Kings of Wrestling. Great wrestlers, but we've beat them before, and we can beat them now. And Evan Bourne's holding his body pillow close. Dolph and Ted, they're just laughing. And Yujiro's like, what's wrong, bro? And he's like, I don't know if we can beat the Big Show and Kane. And he said, I want to prove, what did I call it? I can't remember what I called the body pillow, but he says the body pillow. He needs to prove to the world, and mostly the body pillow, that he can do it before he can actually have sex. And Yujiro is like, it's Big Show and Kane. They fucking suck. We're gonna win. Trust me. And he's like, once we win WrestleMania, we'll get you Coochie. And Evan Bourne's eyes light up at the thought of Coochie. He's really simping out. And that's how that segment ends. But then we have AJ Lee, Bayley, Velvet, and Madison Rayne. I took away that the TNA levels finally, by the way, so no more great shows marred by not having women on them. Although I'm gonna try to, if I forget to book women, I'll beat myself in the head with a stick. Because I do like the women. But AJ, Bayley, and Velvet, you know, they're talking to a woman. We can't see her just yet. You can obviously see her. They're fighting with her. They say, you know, this 8-man tag at the pre-show against the Coven. They need all the allies they can get, and they know, AJ knows for certain personally that she is a great wrestler. And it cuts to Madison Rayne, and Madison Rayne wants nothing to do with it. She's like, I don't give a shit. I hate you, AJ. You took my Divas title. And Velvet, you know, I know you from that one place. You suck. I don't even know Bayley. I hate Katie Lee, and I don't even care about Astrid. So she just throws her hands away and just walks right off. So no luck in recruiting Madison Rayne, unfortunately. Madison Lane, I'm sorry. La, 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 la. And then we have a very cinematic segment in which we see Kofi and Triple H. They're in an alleyway. We don't know where it's at. We just know it's some urban alleyway. Kofi is dressed in, you know, just casual wear, sweatpants stuff. You can tell, you know, he's working out. Maybe he doesn't have a shirt because, you know, that's apparently badass. Triple H comes in with Stephanie. They're in casual wear as well. Triple H has got like the biker thing that makes him look really, really fucking dumb, but he likes it for some reason. And Kofi's like, so, a contract for an unsanctioned match? And Triple H is like, there is no contract, Kofi. And he takes his hand out, and he takes a little blade, a razor blade, and he nicks his hand. And he tosses the thing to Kofi. And he's like, it's blood packed. Marked by blood. That's what a blood pack is. Hi, Tyler, you fucking dipshit. You win, I leave. No CEO position for me anymore. You win, I win, you're gone forever. Kofi looks down his hand, and he, with not much hesitation, nicks his hand. All of a sudden, Triple H just beats his ass. Starts beating the shit out of him. He rushed him, and he throws him into, like, some trash cans. He throws him into any, like, there's, like, brick wall. He throws him into the buildings. And as Kofi's laying there, he takes the hand, the really bloody hand at this point, and shakes it. And he and Stephanie walk out, getting a little up on Kofi for now. And it's official, the unsanctioned match for Kofi and Triple H. We have the final Raw Money in the Bank qualifying match as Wade Barrett defeats RTruth. So the Raw field of participants. No, this actually is not the final one. I'm stupid. The final one is the main event. So the official Money in the Bank participants, as we know, is John Morrison, and then after 1901 in a Wasteland, Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett earning a shot into Money in the Bank. And speaking of that, we have Randy Orton. Randy Orton, as you can see, no longer part of the dynasty. He's ripped off. He talks about his other two Money in the Bank participants. Just saying how, you know, he's the Viper. He's a legend. A lot of newcomers have joined on. People like Austin Aries. In the recent month, WWE has changed. And he wanted to be a part of that change with the dynasty, but he realized that change now is ass. It doesn't matter what changes, who comes or stays. There is one fact all the time, and that is that Randy Orton is the goddamn best ever. And we have our main event of the evening in a 99 A-star match. Randy Orton, because of a distraction by Sami Zayn, hits an RKO on Austin Aries, picking up the win. He is going to Money in the Bank. The Raw Money in the Bank participants are Randy Orton, Austin Aries. No, what am I talking about? Randy Orton, John Morrison, Wade Barrett. Those three have a shot at winning Money in the Bank. I'm doing the thing with my hands. What the fuck am I on about? And as we end the show, Danny Bryan comes down. Yes, chance. Yes, yes. Always good to see. He gets in the ring and he waits for Miz to come down. And that's when the Videotron comes. And everybody, including Danny Bryan, groans. And the Miz, he's on the set randomly. Like, let's say, I don't know, some talk show that airs on Monday. Some late night talk show. He happens to be on the set of, like, a Fallon. I don't think they would run at the same time. It depends on where you're at. We can work something out. So he's on, like, Fallon or something. And he's pretending like he's talking, like he's just barged in so everyone's confused. And he's like, or maybe it was like a surprise interview, so they've been talking. He's like, Daniel, I wanted to talk to you. Yeah, no face-to-face tonight. Clearly busy with more important stuff than just wrestling. I'm holding this company up. You see this? There's one thing Triple H taught me well. Well, he didn't taught me, I already know that, because I'm the smartest man in the WWE. It's not about just how you wrestle. It's about your charisma. It's how you can carry yourself. You can be here. You can be with Fallon. You can be on TV. No one, look at you. Look at me. I am a superstar. I am a fucking god when it comes to this shit. And Daniel he cuts him off. He's like, enough, Miz, enough. You're an absolute pussy. You do not know what it takes to step in the ring with someone like me. At WrestleMania, you're afraid that I'm going to get my hands on you. I've beaten you up before. I've beaten you before in a ring. And whether it's a fight or a match. And you know that. You're scared of that. He's like, I'm not scared of anything. And Daniel's like, well, at least, you can go home to your wife and you can tell her how much of a coward you are. And it's like, what'd you just say? And the whole crowd is like, ooh. And he was like, yeah, you heard me. It's like, you didn't just say that. And then Daniel's like, I did just say that, because that's what you are. You're a fucking coward. You're not a coward in the sense that there have been the bad guys who have been around, who've held that belt like you, who just don't want to get in the ring. No, you're the ultimate coward. You're totally scared of everything I can do, because you know that I'm 8 times the wrestler you are. You won't come face to face. In fact, why don't we do this again? Repeat. Raw. I'll see you there next week. Bring it if you can. Fucking coward. And Miz is just verbally, he starts tearing up the set. That's how we end the show, with the challenge laid out. 97.8 pop up in 25 regions. Always nice to see. Great episode of Raw. Really pumped for it. It's late at night, so I'm going to hit the bed. Before I hit the bed, I will see you guys for I was going to say the pre-show. I literally don't know what's wrong with me. I really am tired. I need to go to bed. I'll see you for SmackDown.